Next question comes from Leontina Vidimonovich. I hope I said that properly. She said, "Thank you for inspiring us all and making such helpful videos. The world needs more people like you." Thank you. Could you maybe do a video on sunscreen? Are there any natural brands you recommend, or should we be avoiding them altogether? Everyone keeps saying we should be wearing for anti-aging, but are they even safe? Fantastic question. And I will say this about sunscreens. I definitely think, like I say about everything else that you put on your skin, on your scalp, in your hair, read the ingredients. It's so important. I think a lot of commercial sunscreens are not safe, I'll be very frank. I think it's really important to look for natural products when you're looking at ingredients for anything, and especially sunscreens that are going to be interacting with UV light and the sun's rays. I will tell you what I use on my skin for sun protection, and that's shea butter. I use shea butter. Sometimes I'll use shea butter and aloe vera together because they do work synergistically if I know I'm going to be out for long periods of time. But most of the time it's shea butter. And right now I'm actually out of shea butter, so I'm using coconut oil. Shea butter has a natural SPF of around 7 to 10, and coconut oil has an SPF, natural SPF of around 10. Shea butter is a thicker emollient and has a lower comedogenic score than coconut oil. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my holistic health skin regimen to know a little bit more about the comedogenic score. I love shea butter and it works well for my skin. And I say that my skin because this is my skin. I have lovely melanin on my skin, and because of that, I have a little bit more natural sun protection. It also means that I need more time out in the sun to make vitamin D than my sweetheart who's fairer skinned, right? So it's really important to think about who you are, your skin tone and your skin type, and also the diet you're eating, because definitely what you're putting in your body shows up on your skin and also interacts with the sun and can make you more prone to skin issues. Absolutely. So thinking about your diet, thinking about the region of the world you live in, thinking about how much sun exposure you get, thinking about your history of cancer. All of this is important in thinking about what the best sunscreen or natural sun protection is for you. So I can't give you a pat response, but those are things to think about. And like I said, if you're looking for completely natural, completely from Mama Nature sun protection, again, shea butter, sunscreen or natural sunscreen protection, SPF around 7 to 10, coconut oil of around 10, higher SPF, natural SPFs you can get from carrot seed oil, which will give you around SPF 30, and even higher red raspberry seed oil, which will give you 40, maybe even 50 or more. So you can think about that when you are wanting to put something on your skin. I don't use any natural skin sunscreen products, so I can't recommend any brands to you from knowing from my personal experience. However, I've worked with patients and clients and a lot on these issues, and I know of one brand called Badger that a lot of people really recommend, and I know that their ingredients are pretty good. They use zinc oxide and they use some natural oils mixed together. So that's what I would say about that. But if you want a longer video, if you have more questions about sun protections and want an entire video, leave a comment below and I'm happy to do a longer video on that. I also got a wonderful question from Tanya. Tanya Nibs commented, "I love your channel, thank you. Can herbs shrink fibroids?" So for this question, I want to just let you guys all know about my fibroid webinar. My webinar that I did on fibroids. I spent an entire hour speaking on this. The webinar is less than $20. As an internal medicine doctor that focuses on natural treatments, holistic treatments, have quite a bit of experience treating and giving natural options for fibroids. It's a real issue, and I've worked with many clients and many patients on this issue. I created an entire webinar focused on this. I will leave a link to that webinar in the description box down below, so please check it out. It comes with resources, it comes with medical references, it comes with my own professional experience on this. The short answer to your question is that you need a lifestyle change. You need to change your diet. You need to maybe change mental state to really heal fibroids. Switching up your herbs without the context of changing the way you live in terms of diet, in terms of movement, in terms of mindfulness, in terms of your mental state, I don't believe is sustainable and enough, sustainable long-term wise to really heal the underlying causes of fibroids. So please check out the webinar for more information on that. I also did a short video on fibroids, but to go deep, check out the webinar, and I hope it's useful. I know it will be useful for you. And the last question, I've had this question in many forms. Melly Kelly asked it to me, BLK Eclipse asked it to me. Several people have asked me this question, so I want to answer it. And basically the question is, do you color your hair? Do you dye your hair? And the answer is no. I have never dyed my hair. All my life I've never dyed my hair, but in 23 years I've had locks. I've never dyed my locks. What I do is get a lot of sun, healthy amounts of sun. And definitely I saw that when I upped my sun exposure in a healthy way, 8 years ago I changed my lifestyle, I changed my diet, moved to plant foods diet, and started getting more sunshine because I realized I was vitamin D deficient, like many of my patients, many of my clients, many people out there. So I started to get healthy levels of sunshine, and definitely my locks started getting lighter. And so what you're seeing, I think, are natural sun highlights. And also I love to swim in the ocean when it's warm enough. And I think the combination of salt water, sun, brings out some of these natural highlights. If you are interested in dyeing your hair, please do it naturally. You can do it darkening wise with natural walnut shells, with black tea, with coffee. If you have light hair and you're looking for natural lighter highlights, you can do that with chamomile, with calendula. If you want some reddish tints in your hair, hibiscus is wonderful. Mama Nature provides beautiful natural alternatives for coloring your hair, and I would just really avoid the commercial hair dyes. And if you are going to use them, please read the ingredients. I say it over and over again. That stuff will enter your scalp and will get absorbed, and you want to be really careful at what you're putting into your body. So those are the questions for today. I hope you found one or more of them useful. I will be answering more questions in all of my events during my book and dance tour. And I really, really would love to answer your questions in person and meet you in person. So if you don't know what I'm talking about the book dance tour, check out the description box down below. I start in early May in New York City. I go to California. I've seen your wonderful comments, so I might stop in the Bay Area. I'm still making the calendar, so let me know where you'd love to see me and meet me. Check on my Instagram. I will leave my Instagram here to keep abreast about where I'm going to be and where you can find me and how the book tour and dance tour is unfolding. So there's a lot happening here, but I'm so excited to share more with you and to hopefully meet you guys soon. I'm sending you so much love, still from the Canary Islands, but soon in Paris. Much love to you. Take care.